Hey everybody, welcome back to What to Watch on Fordham Live. We've all been working tirelessly this past week to pick the best streaming content just for you guys.
That's right, that's Steph Gentle. I'm Natalie Migliori, this is Julia Seabode, and this is Amanda Greco, who I think is going to start us off with number 5.
That is right, I have our number 5 choice for What to Watch this week, and it's Dancing with the Stars. Now, this show has been on forever. This is the 28th season. We have all the same judges. We have Carrie Ann, we have Bruno, we have Len. We love them. Sometimes we have guest judges. Like 2 weeks ago, Leah Remini was a guest judge, which is so much fun. You guys can watch this on Hulu if you don't have cable. It's streaming every week. We have some interesting contestants on this season.
Yeah.
We have Sean Spicer.
People love that, though, in a way.
People love that. People love that.
I've seen very mixed opinions about him. The other week he was wearing a very flamboyant outfit, which got a little bit of criticism.
Definitely, and he knows how to shake it.
He does.
I just think people want to see him mess up. Like, there is this idea that he's not very liked, so why not watch him make a fool out of himself? You know, like, let's have a laugh about it.
I'm sure that's exactly what his manager said too. Let's just throw him on there. But also we have Meredith from The Office, her real name is Kate Flannery. She's awesome. She's so great. We love The Office.
We love it.
I think
Yeah.
I can speak for everyone when I say we love The Office. She's fantastic. We have Hannah B.
Okay.
And Alabama Hannah.
She's so cute. I love that lavender dress that she wears. Like, they use it in her promos a lot. So I'm loving that. You know, I'm loving that lavender, all the sparkles, and she's got some moves. She's not like great, but she dances alright. She holds her own.
And there's room for improvement too because she's still on, you know?
Yeah.
We also have Karamo, who I know a lot of people are really excited about. I'm very excited about it. He's doing a great job so far. We just have a lot of really great contestants this season.
And Karamo, as all of us know, segues us into our next topic, our next show. At number 4, we have Queer Eye, and Karamo is part of the Fab Five. He is in charge of culture and lifestyle, along with Anthony, who's food and wine, Tan is fashion, Bobby design, and Jonathan grooming. This was a reboot from the original show Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and this group, this Fab Five, they go pretty much around the country and they nominate, they try to reboot the lives of straight men and straight women, whether that be, in design, fashion, their homes, what they eat. And I think all of us can definitely agree that it's such a wholesome show.
Super wholesome, definitely much needed. I think everyone can agree that white men, straight white guys, not white guys, but more straight guys, just really don't know how to groom themselves a lot. That was not fair, but straight guys, I'll say, don't know how to groom themselves, don't really know how to live their lives, but also this show really makes you feel sympathetic and attached to everyone they transform because it really shows like their day-to-day life. It's not just, for comedy or really anything, it's actually like helping them transform their lives and become better. So I think while it is entertaining and everyone loves the Fab Five, because they're so fun, I think it really is like a nice show and it's always very heartwarming.
But I always find that, and this is what I think I love about Queer Eye, is they kind of get into these really deep conversations about things that are kind of happening in our country or like things that might divide us and sort of like find unity with the people who they maybe don't always agree with. And so, I mean, that's I'm thinking about a bit of an older season when I distinctly remember one of them riding in the car with him and with one of their I guess makeoverees and really just connecting with them in a way that they weren't really expecting to connect, and that kind of lifts me up a little bit. I always love a little Queer Eye.
I have to completely agree with you there. It's a perfect blend of like pulling at your heartstrings while also making you feel good about what you're watching and fun at times. It's just a great blend of just your emotions, and it makes you feel like you're being productive with your time in watching this. It doesn't feel like you're just throwing on some show and just watching something random. No, it's a really great show.
So, shows that may not make you feel productive or like you're doing something with your life. Big Mouth Season 3 has come out within the past couple weeks. For those of you who don't know, Big Mouth is a show produced and created by Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. It's essentially a cartoon about the turmoils Nick Kroll and his friends went through growing up in middle school. It is very graphic, it's very vulgar. They talk a lot about sex, masturbation, really any hot topic you can think of, they dive right in. And while I do think it's super funny and entertaining, I also do think it touches on a lot of super important topics. It talks about depression, anxiety, drug use, family changes for young kids, and I think while it does portray these issues in a really entertaining way, it actually does kind of get to like the heart of like what you feel like as a teenager and growing up and kind of just all the weird things that go along with it.
Yeah, being 21 years old, I still relate to what they're going through. I'm like, where's my hormone monster? Where is it? When's she gonna come down and like really relate with me? You know, like that's what I really want.
And although this is a cartoon, I know there's kind of like a new wave of cartoons coming back, like Rick and Morty and this, and I kind of enjoy them, even though I guess it's not like stereotypical, because they're just kind of like easy to watch, and I think especially in a situation like this, they do shed light on major issues that are going on and the whole process of growing up, which I think everyone enjoys watching.
I also think it really helps when you have an all-star cast of people that you love, comedians that you love. We have Nick Kroll, I know John Mulaney's on it as well.
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, that was the next one I was going to say. It's just a whole bunch of voices that are very familiar to you that you associate with, you know, laughing and just loving these actors and stuff, and they're familiar voices, and I think it definitely helps to make it a great production.
I like how they make all the characters look like themselves too. Like Maya Rudolph looks like herself and she sounds like herself, so it's like you're literally seeing like a little Maya Rudolph, which I think was really fun.
Yeah. Well, you know, number 4 on the list is maybe not as fun. It's When They See Us, which is kind of based on the Central Park 5. So in 1989, a jogger was running in Central Park and she was assaulted and raped. And they really, they accused these 5 black young men who, some of them weren't even 15 years old, I believe. And they sort of, this When They See Us goes through their lives, you know, from the whole kind of intimidation tactics of interviews to 2002 when they were exonerated, and then in 2003 they sue the city, and in 2014 they finally settled it. And I think, you know, as a journalist myself, I really relate to wanting to do right by these 5 now men, like grown men, who have just sat behind bars and fought to exonerate themselves. And so that was to me like that has to be hard, so hard. And of course it was, because it's an Emmy winning docuseries. There's 4 parts, and so I just thought that it was so well done.
Something I appreciate most about this is, I wouldn't say that this is an old topic by any means, but this whole story is such a big deal, and it kind of like faded, so I'm really grateful that the directors and, you know, producers of this docuseries brought back this around again for, you know, us as a younger generation to see, us to learn about, you know, get the facts, and kind of put, although the actors are different than the real people, but kind of put faces to the names and see a more human side of all of these people in order to kind of like defend them more.
Yeah, definitely. Also the fact that it's just on all of these other streaming platforms, like we were just talking about Big Mouth, this is so different, but it's also a must-watch. It's so important, the fact that we have access to all of these things, it's something that is really important for our time and for people to watch today. And I think we should move on to our number 1 topic, which is also something that's pretty dark, but...
And this one's mouthful. It is extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. And this was super popular a little bit earlier this year. And it features Zac Efron as Ted Bundy. I'll just let you guys go ahead and throw your opinions out about that.
Is Zac Efron hot as Ted Bundy? I think that's the number 1 underlying question. Ted Bundy, not hot, murderer, crazy. Zac Efron as Ted Bundy, I think it can be argued you almost want to feel bad for Ted Bundy, even though he did horrible things, and you finish the movie and you kind of realize, oh, he's like literally a murderer and we shouldn't be feeling bad for him. But I think the movie puts a really interesting, I would say almost like unfair spin on the story, kind of makes it very romanticized, and I don't know. I just have a lot of thoughts about it.
I think it's very difficult to watch something like that with someone who's so famous, because you look at them and you're like, that's Zac Efron. So I don't know.
I definitely agree. Very controversial. We definitely recommend you check out all of these movies. Thanks for watching What to Watch.